So here we have is the Deadbug exercise on the plyo box. You can easily do this on a bench or you can do it on the floor. The one thing I love about this core exercise is that it really targets and strengthens the internal unit, the midsection, while moving at the same time. So you're able to stabilize your midsection and core using your internal core stabilizers while moving your legs. And this is important because when you have really tight hip flexors or you don't have good core control or core strength, what will happen is as you move your legs back and forth, like I'm showing you in the video, you're going to see my back arch. You'll see my belly come up. You'll just see a lot of motion in my midsection, or you might see it in my upper shoulders. So now you can see how I'm straightening out my legs, and this is making the exercise a little bit more difficult. The other thing too that I like about the dead bug exercise, it's sort of like a assessment as well, because they tell you the limits of your hip flexor ability, your hip flexor flexibility. So you can see how I'm kicking my legs out, and each time I'm sort of like keeping it fairly high, and I'm kind of working them lower and lower because I'm really trying to figure out how to control my pelvis. Because remember, the rectus femoris, the hip flexors attached to the top of the pelvis. You know, especially the big quad muscle that crosses the hip. And when it's tight and you lower the leg while trying to keep the spine in neutral, your tight hip flexor is going to pull your pelvis into an anterior tilt or into an excessive arch, or your back will go into hyperextension. And what you're doing in this exercise, you're teaching your body to hold neutral while challenging that position. It's no different than like doing a squat or a deadlift or bench press or a push-up, except that you're directly affecting the area. So that way you're really having to concentrate a lot harder. And again, there's a lot of work into this, in that you can actually just pay attention to your body a little bit more, because what you'll find as you get more self-aware with your body, you're going to be able to recognize just a little bit of emotion. You know, at the same time, this exercise also strengthens hip flexors, right? It strengthens hip flexors because you're controlling your spine and you're flexing and contracting the rectus femoris. Okay, so this last thing I'm doing here is I'm actually just testing my hip flexor flexibility, so you can kind of see how much extension I have while keeping neutral. I won't say I'm quite in neutral. I'm probably like in posterior tilt. And a big part of that is because the posterior tilt with my back flat gives me a reference point. So anyways, if you enjoyed this video or you like to hear more, if you have a question, leave a comment in the description or in the comments. Sign up for my email list. There'll be a link for you to click on. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all on the next video. I'll see you later. Bye.